Well, today thousands take to the streets in Tempe to remember a Valley hero, Pat Tillman. And in the wake of the Boston Marathon attacks, authorities are ratcheting up security. We have live team coverage for you on Pat's run. ABC 15's Christina Estes has been speaking with the runners, but we start with ABC 15's Angie Holdsworth, who's looking into the stepped up security. And Angie, police say they're ready.
Well, you know they are, but you know, we've seen a lot of heightened security. We've seen a lot more officers and security guards around, and these are measures that they had to step up since the bombing just to assure that people out here were safe. And of course, these are some very large crowds that folks are going to have to deal with here. 4,000 people expected to be out here. Early in the morning, we did see some officers with K-9 units going through, kind of checking some of the cars that got out here early. We've seen people on bicycles, on segways. There's just a very high presence out here. And earlier, I spoke with Tempe Sergeant Mike Pooley about some of their efforts.
You know, this is going to be one of those things that we're going to have to evaluate every large event that comes to Tempe. We look at it, we try to see what the security risk is, but after what happened in Boston, we do think things are going to change, and everything's going to be looked at a lot closer now.
And the security measures out here definitely from a local level, state level, federal level, that they are really vamped up here. You know, but when you talk to some of the runners, you know, there's still, you know, a lot of folks who are just trying to focus on Boston. You saw a lot of people wearing yellow and blue. And ABC 15's Christina Estes talked to a lot of those runners. And Christina, it seems like they just have a lot of resolve here today.
Absolutely. No obvious signs of fear. People are like, no, we're not going to let that get to us. We're here to honor Pat Tillman's legacy and to show the nation that we are proud and that we have no fear. This race actually capped at about 28,000 runners and walkers, and it's not because there aren't more people who want to participate, it's simply because there's not enough room. 28,000 is about the limit for the roads here around Sun Devil Stadium. And a lot of these people are wearing Boston shirts, Boston hats, and those who aren't certainly have Boston victims, the first responders, as well as the investigators front and center in their mind. And one of those is an Arizona veteran by the name of Nico Canturi Otis. He served 3 deployments, sent to Iraq 3 times, where he says his superior was killed. I asked him what's going through his mind as he's watching the developments in Boston. Here's what he had to say.
You know, I don't even give a crap about those, not the people in Boston, but the terrorists that decided to attack us, you know, in a vulnerable spot. I mean, all I can say is if you want to pick a fight, pick it with the fighters, not with the people that are just trying to run a race.
And Nico is one of about 600,000 veterans living in our state, and he's certainly proud to see all of the support, all of the people who come out to cheer these runners and walkers. The money here goes to the Pat Tillman Military Scholars Group, and those are active and veteran service members who want to get a higher education. So the money covers their tuition, covers their housing, and a lot of other extra expenses that a lot of folks can't afford. Since the foundation has started, they've raised more than $3 million, something they are very proud of. Reporting live from Tempe, Christina Estes, ABC 15 News.
Christina, thank you very much. We see the crowd there behind you. It looks like everybody's having a wonderful time. My understanding, some people have already crossed the finish line as well. So thank you very much for that. And as Christina mentioned, the run honors the legacy of fallen veteran and former ASU football player Pat Tillman. He left his football career and joined the military after the 9/11 attacks. He was killed in a friendly fire accident in Afghanistan. Thousands of people now take part in that 4.2 run walk every year, and money raised benefits the Pat Tillman Foundation. The race started at 7:05, but already many crossing the finish line, which is at the 42-yard line at Sun Devil Stadium there in Tempe, to represent the number 42, which is the jersey that Tillman wore when he played for the Sun Devils.